My daughter asked if she should tell her devout, wealthy grandparents she was gay before her trust fund vested. I told her to wait. She chose honesty instead, and it cost us everything. I am 46 years old, and I have spent most of my adult life calculating risk. Not emotional risk, financial risk. After my divorce, it was just me and my 2 children. Evan, 17, restless and angry at the world, and Lily, 19, brilliant and soft in ways I both admire and fear. My parents, her grandparents, are worth somewhere north of 20 million. Oil leases, commercial property, conservative investments that grow quietly and relentlessly. They pay for Evan's private school. Lily's college tuition comes from a trust fund they set up the day she was born. $250,000 earmarked for education, another $500,000 set to vest at 25. The condo I live in? Technically owned by their holding company. My parents are also deeply religious, the kind that tithe 10% and believe the rest belongs to God anyway. The night Lily asked me, we were sitting at the kitchen counter. She had that look. Chin lifted, eyes shining with something fragile. Mom, should I tell them I'm gay? The word hung between us like a dropped glass. I thought about tuition due in August. I thought about Evan's braces, the car they'd just leased for Lily, a silver Audi registered in my father's name. I thought about the clause in the trust. Subject to moral conduct consistent with family values. I said, not yet. Her face fell. So I should lie? I'm saying wait, I whispered. Graduate, let the money vest, then tell whoever you want. She stared at me like I'd confessed to something monstrous. Sunday dinner was at their estate, all marble floors and oil portraits of stern ancestors. Roast lamb, crystal glasses, scripture before eating. Lily squeezed my hand under the table so hard my rings cut into my skin. Halfway through dessert, she stood up. I have something to say. My stomach dropped. My mother's smile froze as Lily said clearly, bravely, I'm gay. I've been dating a woman for a year. I love her. The silence that followed felt biblical. My father's jaw tightened. My mother began quoting Corinthians under her breath. Evan stared at his plate. I tried to speak, but Lily kept going. She talked about honesty, about not living in fear, about authenticity. My father stood. If you choose this lifestyle, you choose without our support. Lily's voice trembled but didn't break. I'm not choosing money over myself. We left early. On Tuesday, the lawyer called. The trust had been amended. Education funds frozen pending review. The future inheritance reallocated to a religious foundation. The Audi, to be returned within 72 hours. The condo? My lease would not be renewed at year's end. I sat at the kitchen table holding the letter while Lily stood across from me, pale. They can't do this, she said. They can, I replied. It's their money. Evan overheard. He punched a hole in his bedroom door. That night he asked if he'd lose school too. I didn't know how to answer. By Friday the car was gone. A tow truck in broad daylight. Neighbors watching. Lily didn't cry. She packed up her girlfriend's photos and placed them on the mantel like a declaration of war. You told me to hide, she said quietly. You would have let me live a lie for money. I was trying to protect you, I snapped. Protect us. From what? Poverty or their disappointment? I don't know anymore. The condo feels smaller now. The air heavier. I've started looking at rental listings I can barely afford. Tuition bills sit unopened on the counter. Lily barely speaks to me unless necessary. When she does, her eyes are distant like I'm part of the problem she escaped. I lie awake calculating again. Loans, second jobs, selling jewelry. But the numbers don't solve the silence between us. Full story linked below.